Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve McMillan along with BJ Duvall. We're here with the Bluegrass Truck Series. Tonight, the Buttkicker 154 qualifying here in Atlanta. First on the track. And truck number 19 is Chris Blanchard from Clinton, Maine. Chris Blanchard. And also heading on the track in the 55 truck is Tony Stevens as he gets on track on the back straightaway. Ron Morris Jr. now coming on track at truck number 76 from Columbia, South Carolina. How about Joey Dissett last week? Two top three epic finishes, BJ, in the 16 machine. Podium finish in the trucks last week at Texas. Out on track right now from Oakland. Joey Dissett. Also on the track, in truck number 97 is Alex Healy. Alex Healy in truck number 97 from Columbus, Ohio. Going quick time right now is Logan Smith in the 85 machine. Now look at Tony Stevens go quick time in the 55. Hey, BJ, these just keep on getting faster and faster because now Ron Morris Jr. atop the chart, the set to second.
We are fixing to have a very quick night tonight. 31.46 quick time right now by Ron Morris. Doucette sitting second and Stevens in third. Both those two drivers with the same lap time.
Also on track, truck number 11. He's from Maine. It's Cody Verrill. Cody Verrill, truck number 11 on track. So is Michael McCluley there in the 15. Josh Lockwood on the track too from Rochester, New York, and truck number 6. He goes 13th quick. And so right now, your top 5 is Smith, Healy, Morris, Choate, and Stevens. Your top 5. Robbie Richards spinning out on his qualified lap. He's going to have to reset, get that done. Josh Clemens on the track in truck number 7 from Buffalo, New York. As you look at him blend in, go down the back straightaway there. On his inboard, Josh Clemens from Buffalo, New York there. Also on the track in the 113 is Daniel Worthington. Daniel Worthington in the 113. Also Brad Gibhart in the 44 truck from Jacksonville, Illinois. TJ Hanley in the 08 from Texas. Also, Alan Duranco in the 4 machine from Somerset. Also making his way on the track, truck number 34. He's from Houston. It's Jason Bridges. Josh Clemens goes 15th quick in the 7 truck. So far, it's Logan Smith, Alex Healy, Ron Morris Jr., Cody Verrill, and Michael McCuley there, your top 5. TJ Hanley goes to 18th quickest, or now drops down to 20th. Brad Gibhart up to 11th. Daniel Worthington up to 12th. Alan Duranco in 13th. Also on the track from Calhoun, Georgia, it's Keith Hackney in a 69 truck. Also, the 06 making his way on the track from Houston, Texas is Josh Abbey. Josh Abbey in a 06. And also on the track in truck number 8 is Brett Nilsson. Look at Alan Duranco. He makes his way up to 3rd quick. Brad Gibhart up to 4th. So your top 5 is Smith, Healy, Duranco, Gibhart, and Morris Jr. Your top 5. Still on the track into 06. Josh Abbey there. Bobby Hall Jr. making his way onto the track.
Josh Abbey, our runner-up from Talladega. Still waiting on him to get a time down right now.
Ed Osborne in the 42 truck, also on track. Bobby Hall goes 20th quick in the 94. Let's see where Josh Abbey goes. He goes 26th. There is truck number 94, Bobby Hall Jr. from Athens, Pennsylvania. So far, 21st quick. To see if he improves on that time. He does. He goes to 14th. Ed Osborne in the 42 machine. Also on the track, the 23 of Kyle Harbin. Let's see what kind of lap Ed puts down here. He's 27th quickest. There's Kyle Harbin in the 23 machine from Mobile, Alabama. Kyle goes 20th quick on his first time lap. Your top five looking like this: Smith, Healy, Duranco, Hackney, and Gebhardt. Your top five. All right, he improves to 16th quickest. $28 drivers have timed in out of, I believe, 36 BJ here tonight at Atlanta. Logan Smith on top of the charts with a 31.26. Alex Healy, Al Duranco, Keith Hackney, Brad Gebhardt, Ron Morris Jr., Jason Bridges, Cody Verrill, Michael McCluley there, and Stephen Choate. Your top 10. Well, BJ, why don't you go ahead and tell us when the stage breaks are going to happen tonight?
All right, the stage breaks tonight. We're going to be looking at a stage on lap number. Looks like lap number 100 here tonight. We're going to have our stage break. Again, no stage breaks. Winner of the stage will receive 10 points towards championship and 1 playoff point. And everybody down through the top 10 will receive 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 point for the 10th place driver.
I'm going to ask you one more time. You said what lap?
Huh?
What lap is it on?
Lap 100 is what I'm showing. We're at, never mind, we're at it's lap 100.
You know, we're going to ask on that one. I don't believe it's going to be 100 on the trucks.
That's laps 100 stage. I'm reading this thing wrong. It is the lap 40. I'm sitting here looking at it thinking, man, that's a late stage.
I was like, wait a minute. So right now, 28 drivers have timed in. Adam Newbert, Bobby Manchevsky, CJ Mason, Wes Wiggin, Nathan Mashcroft, Ryan Sizemore, Justin White, and Dustin Sluter there will not make a time, as here is your qualifying results on the board, and I have no clue what's happening right there. Let's see here. There we go. It finally kicked in. Smith, Healy, Durango, Hackney, and Gebhart, your top 5. Here's your starting lineup for Atlanta tonight. And let's see if this works now. There we go. On the pole, truck number 85 from the Mid-South is Logan Smith to his outside. The regulators, car number 97, or truck number 97 is Alex Healy.
Inside row number 2 is going to be Alan Durango from Flex Motorsports, and the 4 machine to his outside from Team No Love, it's going to be Keith Hackney in the 69.
Row number 3 will be Brad Gebhart in the 44, and to his outside, the Rod Morris Racing. Truck number 76 is Rod Morris Jr.
Inside row number 4 from High Side Hustlers, that's going to be Jason Bridges in the 34. To his outside is going to be Cody Verrill in the 11.
Starting night tonight, Michael McClooley in the 15, and Stephen Choate in the 27.
Inside row number 6, it's going to be Brett Nielsen in the 8 machine. To his outside from High Side Hustlers, it's going to be the 55 of Tony Stevens.
Row number 7 will look like this. The Team New England, truck number 38 is David Brackett to his outside. Earl Shop, Flex Motorsports, truck number 94 is Bobby Hall Jr.
Inside row number 8 is going to be Misfits Motorsports, Joey Doucette in the 16. To his outside from Southern Grown Motorsports, it's going to be Kyle Harbin in the 43.
Row number 9 Row number 9 in Misfits Motorsports, truck number 19 is Chris Blanchard to his outside. He hails from Pennsylvania. Truck number 113 is Daniel Worthington.
Travis Twitty is going to be on the inside of row number 10 from High Side Hustlers in the 29. To his outside, Gary Jazorski in the 18.
Rode off row number 11 from Hawaii. Truck number 9 is David Proctor to his outside in the J2R. Truck number 7 is Josh Clemens.
Inside row number 12 from Virginia's is going to be Ed Osborne in the 42. To his outside from Shine Racing is going to be the 06 of Josh Abbey.
TJ Hanley roll off 25th tonight with run off 26 be Josh Lockwood.
28th and 29th is going to be Brian Terry and Robbie Richards.
29th tonight be Dustin Sluter in the Glove Box Motorsports 35 to his outside is Simbox Motorsports truck number 2, Justin White.
Adam Newbert in 31st. To his outside is going to be Wes Wagon in the 88.
Rolling off 33 be CJ Mason in a 21, and to his outside, the Win Smith Racing truck number 51 is Ryan Sizemore.
Inside row number 18 is going to be Bobby Matuszewski in the Snow Seal Racing 72. And to his outside is going to be Nathan Maskroff in the 5 machine.
All right, the lights are out here in Atlanta. We're fixing to go racing. BJ, real quick, who's your pick?
You know, I'm not really sure on this one here. I got to lean towards Alan Durango on this one. He's had 2 exciting finishes last week, both in the trucks and the Xfinity Series. I'm excited to see what he's going to do here in the trucks. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Drivers are away.
Down the front straightaway. Look at the good start that Alex Healy in the 97 got. Logan Smith fall back. Now you look at Keith Hackney. Fall pursuit with Alex in his hip pocket as they go to turn number 1. Caution out on the racetrack.
Already a wild start to this one here as we take a look at our NRA instant replay.
Well,
Where our Blanchard's towing. Caution.
Oh, it happened way ahead.
Big old pile up there ahead of him.
Let's see here. Let's go a little further up. Look at Stephen Choate there. In the 27. He gets piled in the rear end by the 55.
Just absolute chaos at the initial drop of the green flag here tonight.
You look right there. You saw Stephen Choate there get a little loose before the 55 makes contact with him in the rear. Then the 55 makes contact, sends Choate into the outside wall, and then back down against the 8 truck. And then there's the chaos all going haywire going into out of the dog leg there. Action already on lap number 1 here at Atlanta. On board with Josh Lockwood there. That's your NLRA instant replay. Don't forget the cautions here at Bluegrass are brought to you by Blanchard's Towing. Central Maine and beyond. 207-817-0105 is the phone number. Give them a call if you need any towing done. Well, BJ, let's see here. 14 cars in the pits, 14 trucks.
Already showing a lap down is Lockwood, Osborne, Newbert, Clemens, Richards, Slider. All of those drivers already showing a lap down from this race.
All right, the lights go off on the pace vehicle. Alex Healy. Hey, Keith Hackney down your front row. Logan Smith will start on the inside row number 2 with Alan Duranco on his outside. Then you got Brad Gebhart and Rod Morris Jr. on row number 3. On the start, you saw Logan Smith, your pole sitter, fall back pretty quick. As drivers head down the back straightaway. You know, BJ, well, I asked you who you're going to pick. And this is the thing, I kind of want to go with Keith Hackney. I think he's kind of overdue.
I'm the overdue part. I'm definitely going to have to agree with you on that. Hackney has been a very strong truck, time and time again. Just things have not fallen his way. Right now, pace car's off. Green flag is back out once again. Alex Healy bringing us back to the green.
To the green flag. Out of the dog leg there into turn number 1. Alex Healy, your race leader. Second is Keith Hackney, Alan Duranco, Logan Smith, and Brad Gebhart. Your top 5 as the exit turn number 2 down the back straightaway here. Now look at Keith Hackney looking to the inside of Alex. The two side-by-side battle. Give it to Hackney for the race lead. Coming out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway.
Hackney's shown us once again already that he is a driver worthy of it, that he is a fast enough driver to do it. He takes the lead here early on, up 3 spots from 4th position.
Let's look at Logan Smith. He's fallen even further back to 5th as Cody looks to the inside 11. Oh, the 85 might have some problems as he's slowing way up of Logan Smith. It's fallen back to 10th. He was your pole sitter tonight. For the Buttkicker, 154. Look at Alan Duranco. He has had some strong runs, but right now currently running 3rd. Right behind Alex Healy and Keith Hackney. Hackney now really starting to pull away from Alex once he took that lead here. A little further back, you see the 15 of Michael McCluley and Jason Bridges in the 34. Bobby Hall Jr., Logan Smith, and Brett Nelson, your top 10 here at Atlanta, as we have 7 laps in the books on lap number 8 for Keith Hackney.
Hackney starting to pull away. He's got about half a second lead over Healy in 2nd. Duranco still running 3rd. Gebhart 4th. Morse, your top 5. Currently, our biggest mover in this race already on lap number 8. We have Ryan Sizemore up 23 positions. He has come all the way up from, if you do the math on that one there, I cannot Yeah, I'm not going to try to do the math right now, but he is in 11th right now.
Ryan Sizemore started 34th tonight. It's already up to 11th from Stanford, Kentucky. The 51 machine. Doing a good job battling with Joey Doucette. That's a battle for 11th and 12th on the board. Joey Doucette, good run on the outside as Sizemore stays to the bottom. Look a little further back, you see Justin White in the 2 truck. Currently running 19th. Travis Twitty running 23rd. And Adam Newbert running 25th. Meanwhile, BJ, Keith Hackney, he's trying to put on a show tonight. Put on a clinic for these drivers.
He definitely is, and he pulled out to a half-second lead over Healy once he got by him. But Healy's been keeping it pretty honest. Both of these drivers pulling away from the field. Healy has not allowed that gap to increase any more than that half-second.
You look at the camera on the nose of the 97 truck going down the back straightaway. You look at Alex right there. The head of bobbing, the body of bobbing. He's paying focus.
I quite like that crash test dummy suit he's got going on there.
Alex Healy in the 97s running second right now. There's Alan Duranco in the 4 truck, currently running third with Brad Gebhardt in 4th. Well, BJ, as the drivers come down into turn number 1, you know what we're going to do? We're going to crank it up for a lap. Coming to the start-finish line, Keith Hackney leads lap number 13 on lap number 14. Looking at the fan cam, look at the gap. Him is second. Al Duranco taking over second. Good battle with Duranco and Alex Healy there. And Brad Gebhardt on the outside of Healy going into turn number 3.
Healy now starting to fall back. You see the effects right there. Duranco takes second. Gebhardt takes third, as you already mentioned. But Healy, not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if maybe he got the wall or something sometime when we weren't looking, but he has dropped way off the pace. The gap to the lead up to Keith Hackney between him and now Duranco is 1.5 seconds. Duranco and Gebhardt is on the move right now, trying to get back up there to Keith Hackney.
A little further back, you see Bobby Hall Jr. currently running 7th, Jason Bridges, Joey Doucette, and there's Ryan Sizemore currently in that 10th position. Logan Smith, your pole sitter tonight in that 85 truck, currently running 11th. Right behind him is Gary Jazorski there in the 18 truck. Good racing going around the track. There's Chris Blanchard battling with Wes Wingen there in the 88. That's a battle for 15th and 16th on the board. As you look, let's see. Keith Hackney's right there. And there is Alan Duranco. Brad Gebhardt. They got a little ways to go. They want to catch up to Keith Hackney.
Yes, they do. And they had started closing the gap a little bit after getting around Alex Healy. But that gap, Steve, has begun to increase once again. It's like Keith Hackney saw that they got around Healy, and he kicked it down another gear and just took off away from him.
As you see right here, the gap between first and second and third, the battle. Look at Gebhardt looking to the inside of Alan Duranco. As they head into turn number 1. Gebhardt to the inside. Side by side, out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Gebhardt had to get on the binders there not to get into Alan Duranko.
Yeah, that definitely could have gotten a hairy right there. You see the gap between those two drivers now just from that checkup. Shouldn't take very long with the draft package here on these trucks for Gebhardt to be able to catch back up to Duranko. You see way up ahead, there is Keith Hackney still way up there, out away from the pack, clean air, nobody around him, still pulling away from this field.
Definitely some talented drivers here in Atlanta racing the Bluegrass Truck Series. You're watching live on Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook and YouTube, the Bluegrass, Facebook and YouTube, and many more sites.
Caution flag waving here tonight. Another Blanchard's towing caution flag here on lap number 20, it looks like.
Look at Daniel Worthington and TJ Hanley there. Worthington into 113. Gets that inside wall in the back straightaway. That truck lifts up. Let's rewind it a tad bit from there. As we ride on board with TJ Hanley. As they exit turn number 2. Worthington on the high side there in 113. And if you look, it kind of almost looks like TJ pushed a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Right there. Look at where the wheels turn.
He's got that wheel cranked more than 90 degrees to the left. That truck is tight. 113 of Daniel Worthington, a third place finisher at Auto Club, just stood no chance with the 08 getting tight and pushing like that.
As we'll take one more different look at it. Full speed. But see, right there, if we even rewind it.
Almost looks from that view like the 13. It's like he gets a little loose himself on the top.
He does. That's what it looks like from this view. See, right there, the rear end kicks us a tad bit on the 113. But we know looking in, TJ Hanley had that steering wheel all the way cranked to the left-hand side there before they made contact. So, looked like one was getting a little loose and one was tight on the exit turn number 2 there.
Yeah, a little bit of both there. Be interested to see what the call is from race control if they haven't already made one. I did not catch one, though. Definitely a tough call, and Steve, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes right now. We handle that enough.
That's right, but right now, TJ Hanley and Daniel Worthington catching up to the back of the pack. There is Keith Hackney in the 69 truck, your race leader. I see the drivers coming out of turn number 4.
I feel like I just got called over the radio, and the answer to the question, if that was direct towards me, is yes. I did get a copy on that. Race control did rule that one a racing deal. They were unable to pin that on any driver specifically, which kind of, Steve, is what we were leaning towards.
Definitely. I mean, you know, tough, close racing. I mean, one mistake, but when both drivers have a mistake happen, it's chaos. And that's what we just got to witness as they are now doubling back up. We're going to let them loose out of turn number 4. The pace car's lights are out. Keith Hackney, Brad Gebhardt, Michael McCluley, and Alex Healy in row number 2. Then you have Ron Morris Jr. and Bobby Hall Jr. in row number 3. Ryan Sizemore will roll off 7th, and Alan Duranco on the outside of row number 4. As you see the cars there, look, BJ, coming out in the middle of 3 and 4 there. Go ahead.
I'll say Hackney going to be looking for a strong start here. He's been strong so far already in his first 20 green flag laps that we've had. Pace car's diving off now. Field is in the hands of Keith Hackney at the green flag. And it is now out. Hackney off to another good start.
There you see the Hackney and Gebhardt to his outside. As they go into turn number 1, they stay side by side. You know, Gebhardt, he's up 3 positions, currently running in second. As Hackney will start to edge away out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Gebhardt in the hip pocket.
This is exactly what we were looking at earlier, wondering if Gebhardt or Duranco had anything for him. Duranco's clear back to 9th now, but Gebhardt right there in second was sticking right on the back bumper of Hackney. Still trying to look to the inside, but he's got a couple car lengths back from him now. But down into turn number 1, he closed the gap just a little bit.
He does, as you see the third place of Michael there in third, that 15 truck. Alex Healy there in 4th. Then you got Ryan Sizemore now up to 5th. Bobby Hall Jr. at 6th. Joey Dessat, Alan Duranco, Rod Morris Jr., and Bobby Maniszewski in 10th. That's your top 10 right now, as we are on lap number 26, 25 in the book, 75 to go here in Atlanta.
75 to go, 15 to the stage break on lap 40. Keith Hackney now starting to pull away. He's back up to a half-second lead over Gebhardt. McCooley now starting to catch up to Gebhardt there for that second position, little by little inching up on him lap after lap here.
As we look on his onboard of Michael's machine there, as they come out turn number 4, you see Brad Gebhardt right ahead of him. And looking from the back of the truck, you see Ryan Sizemore currently running 4th, up 30 positions. One thing I say, BJ, sorry to cut you off. Oh, contact Bobby Hall Jr. and I believe that was Joey Dessat there made contact. Bobby Hall falling back a little bit.
All drivers doing a good job to keep a hold of it. But I think I know where you're heading with that one there. Ryan Sizemore just made a move for 3rd in that 51 machine. On the inside of Michael McCooley there, you see him there just completing the pass there into turn number 1. Sizemore has been absolutely flying through this field.
You know, we haven't even made it to the stage break yet. He's on a mission. I will say this. If he could get up to Keith Hackney better be putting on some defensive armor because, I mean, Sizemore's coming with vengeance.
He absolutely is. That last time by, he and Sizemore were the 2 fastest trucks on the track. Once again, they do it again. Those 2 drivers less than half a tenth apart from each other.
Good racing so far. As you look at your race leader, Keith Hackney continues to lead. Brad Gebhardt, Ryan Sizemore, your top 3. As you see on the side there, Hackney, Gebhardt, and Sizemore. Sizemore up 31 positions. And it's taken them less than 30 laps to get there.
Absolutely has. In that time by, he was in fact the fastest truck on the track by 0.2 of a second over Keith Hackney. That number 51 machine is absolutely flying.
As you look at the times down there on the board with Hackney and Gebhardt, as it just completed lap number 30 on lap number 31. Now you look at Keith Hackney's time. Now go to Ryan Sizemore and look at his times. Sizemore was quicker most of the laps. Now he's putting on a battle for second, looking into the inside of Gebhardt.
He's got 9 laps left to do it here, and he is doing exactly what he needs to do. He is flying up through this field. He's still staying calm. That truck is completely untouched. Past now 32 trucks, Steve, and there's not a scratch on that thing.
He's kept it clean. You know, what does our friend say? A clean car is a happy car. Nick Litter. That's what he tells the guys when they go racing on the dirt side. A happy car is a clean car. Well, that's something Ryan Sizemore has done. Kept his car nice and clean as we're on lap number 33. Now let's look at the time variance between these two drivers. Look at there. Sizemore quickest on 29, lap 30 and 31. Lap 32, he's a little bit slower there than Hackney. As they come out turn number 4.
32 was the lap he was completing the pass on Gebhardt, so that's going to slow him down a little bit. You see right there, almost another 10th faster than Hackney. Lap 31 though, Steve, look at that. He was nearly 3 tenths quicker than Hackney on lap 31 here in this race.
Yes, he is. Down the back straightaway. What a good race going on for the top spot. Will Sizemore get Hackney before the stage break? Or would Hackney win the stage? Time will tell as we're coming to 5 laps to go before the stage break. Look at there again. Sizemore still quickest. Hackney run at 163, 165, 7, 8. But look at Sizemore to the inside of Hackney. Into turn number 3. Side by side. Out of turn number 4. We have a battle for the race lead. Sizemore to the inside of Hackney. Hackney not giving up easily. At the line, give it to Ryan Sizemore, leading lap number 35. Sizemore will now clear Hackney for the race lead. As they come out of turn number 2, Hackney will tuck down behind him. Down the back straightaway. Now Hackney to the inside of Sizemore. Hackney with a run, side by side. But look at Sizemore. He's strong on the outside. He's strong on the inside, BJ.
I'm absolutely blown away. Sizemore has done such a good job working his way up through here. I gotta wonder what he has done different to keep that truck absolutely roaring around this track so much quicker than everybody else on this track right now.
He's definitely found something, that's for sure. As they're looking to put the 72 another lap down. That's Bobby Menchevsky there to 72. He has right side or left side damage. Bobby going to pull it down into pit road. As we complete lap number 37 on lap number 38. Meanwhile, when that battle is going on, there's Brad Gebhardt in third. Joey Doucette in fourth, up 11 spots. Michael McCluley there in fifth. That's your top 5. You got Ron Morris Jr., Justin White, Alan Duranco, Chris Blanchard, David Brackett, your top 10.
Looking on back as the stage is coming to a close, just 2 laps remaining. Adam Newbert, Cal Harbin, Josh Lockwood, Bobby Matuszewski, Josh Clemens, Robbie Richards, Stephen Choate, Brett Nielsen, Josh Abbey, and Tony Stevens and Dustin Slider will be the drivers looking to receive their lap back at this stage break. Only 23 drivers left on the lead lap out of 36, I believe it was, that we started with, and only 40 laps, 1 lap remaining for the stage.
There's Alex Healy there, currently running 15th. He's down 13 positions to the start of the race, alongside Logan Smith. Logan Smith currently running 14th. He was your pole sitter tonight. Meanwhile, your race leader, Ryan Sizemore, look at the gap he's put on Keith Hackney as he exits turn number 4 there.
Absolutely, just a little over a second already, and just that little bit of time as the checkered flag for stage number 1 waves. It's going to be Ryan Sizemore receiving that 10 points for the stage win, and that one also very important stage or playoff point.
Well, one thing's for sure, who would have thought, besides Noah Owens, that Sizemore would be up 33 spots in lead at the stage. He's been cheering on Sizemore.
Steve, I'm starting to wonder if you and I didn't pick the wrong trucks and Doucette and Hackney.
Yeah. But look at the set, though. He's up 11 spots. Now you see him coming down pit road. There's Keith Hackney. Look at him making his way all the way down pit road.
All of our lead lap cars on the pit lane. Some of our lap cars, for the most part, the lap cars are still out on track. That is so they can receive that wave around to get themselves back on the lead lap, or at least one lap less than they were down. 3 drivers that will be back on the lead lap will be Adam Newbert, Josh Lockwood, and Kyle Harbin, who actually goes down pit road, so he will remain 1 lap down. After this stage break, Keith Hackney does win the race off of pit road. That's going to put him back in the lead. Ryan Sizemore is going to be in second.
All right, BJ, go ahead and see if you can bring Ryan Sizemore up real quick, your stage winner.
All right, and we already have Ryan Sizemore here. Ryan, what a run to get that stage win. Holy cow, 33 spots.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm shaking here. Man, I gotta say, after last week, we really thought that we were going to be able to come in and perform well and possibly contend for the win, and it just did not go our way. Just strategy wasn't where we needed it, so we really worked really hard this week. Crew Chief Trey, he's really worked hard with me on saving tires in the early run and working, walking me through the corners, each and every corner, and just hats off to them. First stage win here, man. I couldn't be any happier.
You got those 10 points, and then you got that one playoff point. How much is that going to mean to you as we're closing in on the halfway part of the season?
Oh, it's absolutely crucial. A win obviously will help you more than anything, but if we aren't able to get that win, then those stage points and those playoff points are really going to play dividends.
When we go back to green, you have about 55 laps remaining. What is your game plan moving into the rest of this race?
Just sticking to the strategy my crew chief's giving me. As much as I want new tires all the time, we don't have that luxury. So just really trying to listen to him and have him walk me through this and just trusting his instinct overall. I'm just behind the wheel. He's making all the decisions. Hats off to him, seriously.
All right, that's Ryan Sizemore from Stanford, Kentucky. Your stage winner here.
That is Win Smith Racing you're looking to get back to, right?
Yes, sir.
All righty, good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
What an incredible run. I believe lights are out. Yes, lights are out on the pace car. What an incredible run in that first stage from Ryan Sizemore. Starting outside pole now, outside of Keith Hackney.
Definitely. Right now, row number 1 for this start be Keith Hackney, Ryan Sizemore to the outside. Then you got Joey Doucette. And row number 2 on the inside, Brad Giphart. Michael McCluley there. And row number 3 to the outside, Justin White in the 2 machine. Chris Blanchard roll off 7th with Rod Morris Jr. in 8th. 9th to be Alan Duranco and David Brackett on outside of row number 5. That's your top 10 here at Atlanta, as we're fixing to go back green flag racing.
The long double conga line coming around out of turn number 4. Pace car fixing to dive off the track. Fields in the hands of Keith Hackney. There goes the pace car down pit road. They're in the start zone. Keith Hackney takes off. Good start for Hackney. He's going to immediately head up towards the high side down on the front straightaway.
Well, you got to wonder, what is Sizemore's plans for Keith Hackney? Do you attack now, or do you wait? Give it some time, save some stuff. But you look at your top 4, they're breaking away. The battle, side-by-side action is from 5th on back. As you look at Chris Blanchard there, making a pass on the inside. The 2 truck, that is Justin White. He's on outside, falling back on this restart.
He is falling back quite a bit, actually. That little pack right there being led by the 15 of Michael McCooley. You see they're starting to single file it out right now as McCooley is trying to lead that pack back up there to the top 4. Hackney is once again pulling out away from the field here on these fresh tires.
The 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. now up to 9th as Justin White falls back to 10th. Right now, look at Keith Hackney really pulled away from Ryan Sizemore right now. And you got to wonder, is Sizemore trying to save something?
That's definitely a good question. You know, he was just talking about tires and wanting to get fresh tires all the time, but does not have that luxury. He's got his crew chief in his ear here tonight. And, you know, worked for him once before. His crew chief in his ear by the name of Trey is sitting back right now, probably telling him, take it easy, don't push the truck. These guys are coming, let them go, save your tires, save. We still have a lot of racing left to go.
As you look at Brad Gebhardt, looking to the inside, he will take the 2nd spot. Sizemore on the outside, the 15 of Michael McClooley there in 4th. On the inside of Joey Doucette, side-by-side battle. Now you look at Sizemore, goes down low, starts to try to creep up on Brad Gebhardt. This is a good battle for 2nd on the track.
Very good battle for 2nd right now. It's looking like it's going to be Gebhardt holding on to it as Gebhardt's going to run that middle high side. Now moves to the bottom through the middle of the corner. Sizemore 6 to the inside. Doucette still on the outside of McCooley. McCooley now falls back in line behind Doucette. It's going to allow Doucette to run whatever line he chooses. He's going to take it down bottom side this time.
Well, you got to wonder about Doucette. You know, last week and week before, epic finishes coming to the line, getting a podium finish. Will that happen tonight? Will chaos break coming to the checkered? Now look at Doucette taking over 3rd as Sizemore falls back to 4th and under attack by Michael McClooley there in the 15 truck. Side by side for them two down the back straightaway. Then you have Chris Blanchard and Ron Morris Jr. battling side by side. You got to wonder, right now, that truck's not looking too happy on the outside.
No, it is definitely not. That high side is going to allow the tire wear to change positions. And if I remember correctly, running that high side is going to wear the right rear tire, which is going to allow you to still have more grip in your right front, which usually wears when you run the inside. So that could allow him, if he runs that outside a little bit more, runs that outside more often, it could allow him to save that right front and have that nose grip and allow him to run down the leaders once again here later in the race.
Well, we're looking at the lap times. Oh. Brad Gebhardt was slower on lap number 51, but 48, 49 to 50, he was quicker.
Yes, he was. He was considerably faster than Hackney. Hackney's up there all by himself. He doesn't have anybody pushing him. Doucette's up there into second position right now. Those drivers are all running together. Yes, they're battling for position, but they're able to get that slipstream, able to get that draft, and push each other and allow them to actually run more speed than Hackney. Hackney, though, right now, still looks like he's just got such a strong truck. I don't know how much it's really going to affect it.
Sizemore still in that fourth position. Him and Michael McCluley's been battling for a while now. McCluley back to fifth. Sizemore back up to fourth. And then a little further back in the 76 is Ron Morris Jr., Alan Duranco, and Bobby Hall Jr. in eighth. Chris Blanchard and Gary Jaworski there in the 18 truck is your top 10. Joey Doucette. You got to wonder. Now Sizemore's truck's looking like it's starting to come to life as he looks to the inside of Brad Gebhardt. Out of turn number 2, he'll fall back in line. But let's look at the lap times with Keith Hackney and Doucette. Doucette was quicker on lap 52 and 53. Not by much, but a little.
Those lap times are close together. That's virtually identical between those two. Doucette still able to edge out just a little bit there on lap 54. Hackney actually takes over a tenth of a second lead back from Doucette. Doucette now under attack once again from Gebhardt. Gebhardt on the inside, down the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3.
Brad Gebhardt in that 44 truck. Pulls up on the bumper of the 16. Look at Sizemore in fourth. Those three, you can throw a blanket over them. Out of turn number 4, down the dog leg. The 44 looks to the inside. Gebhardt on the inside of the set, going into turn number 1.
Doucette looks to have the stronger trucks through turn number 1 and 2. Doucette with a stronger truck through 3 and 4. Gebhardt still on the inside as to come out of turn number 2. Sizemore coming up to the back bumper of Doucette now, looking to the outside of Gebhardt. Sizemore made a lot of passes around the outside earlier in this race to get up there to the lead to win that stage. It looks like he's going to do it again as he is taking a third place away that time by from Gebhardt.
You got to wonder, that 51 truck, I mean, does it come to life when the tires are starting to go away a little bit here at Atlanta? Side-by-side racing with Sizemore and Gebhardt still. Down the back straightaway, give it to Sizemore for that third position. Now, one thing Keith Hackney loved, he loved it when Joey Doucette and Gebhardt were battling side-by-side. Now they kind of straightened it out, single file, basically, as now Sizemore putting pressure on Joey Doucette.
Sizemore showing a lot of strength. Once again, he takes a look to the inside of Doucette. Doucette on the high side. Gebhardt takes the high side to try to follow Doucette, looking to go around Sizemore once again as the track is starting to change. The tires are starting to change. You're seeing a lot more different lines getting utilized. That high side was used for the pass for Sizemore to take third. Now Sizemore's going to use the inside to try to get the pass on Doucette.
At the line, let's see who it'll be. Give it to Sizemore at the line for that second spot. Easy battle side by side with Doucette still. Into turn number 1. In the middle is 1 and 2. Coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. You know, let's go look a little further back. Single file action. That's Bobby Hall, Rod Morris Jr., and Chris Blanchard. There's Justin White in the 2 truck. He's battling with Wes Wingen there in the 88. That's a battle for 11th to 12th. David Brackett currently running 14th. Travis Twitty running 15th. Cody Verrill running 16th. He's down 8 spots and start of the race. There's David Proctor there in the 9 truck. There's Ed Osborne currently running 18th. TJ Hanley behind him in 19th. Then you got Daniel Worthington, Brian Terry, Adam Newbert, Alex Healy currently running 23rd.
I was wondering when we was going to hear that, Healy.
As Keith Hackney just really has took it off, especially with the front pack battling. That's allowed him to get way out front there. Now Sizemore. I mean, he still has the wake of Joey Doucette putting pressure on him.
absolutely does. These drivers running extremely close together, battling lap after lap. And you know, Steve, this is allowing Alan Duranko in that 4 machine to start catching up. You see him right there. He's not far behind them now. He is slowly gaining on them little by little every single lap with these guys battling it out.
And don't forget, you can go to the Bluegrass YouTube page. Cast your vote. Who you think will win tonight? Will it be Hackney, Sizemore, Doucette, or Gebhardt? Those 4 drivers have been strong all night long. Gebhardt now under attack by Doucette. As 62 laps are in the books here out of 100 here in Atlanta. You're watching the Bluegrass Truck Series. Brought to you by, or not brought to you by, live on Ultimate Dirt TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Simulcasted on the Bluegrass Facebook page and YouTube page and many more sites. Joey Doucette in that 4th position, up 11 spots. Sizemore in 2nd, up 32 spots.
Doucette, you know, he's going to be looking for the end of this race. He's going to be doing everything he can to get that win. 2 weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago, as we had 1 week off at Auto Club, he took 2nd place. 2 weeks later at Texas, he took 3rd place. And here tonight, he's running once again in the top 5 here at Atlanta. You know, Steve, he's going to be looking to get his best finish of the season.
Definitely is. You look at the lap times there between 1st and 2nd, Hackney and Sizemore. 60, 61, 62, 63 lap. Sizemore is quick as he's slower on lap 64.
Hackney looking as though he is slowed down a little bit, starting to save some. Sizemore still pushing. They still have a few sets of tires in the pits. Most of these drivers have only used 2 sets. Once on lap 20 and once at the stage break, pitting on lap number 41. These drivers are going to be working their pit strategies right now. It looks like Keith Hackney's on the save strategy as he has slowed down considerably. Sizemore gaining greatly on him as we take a look on the onboard with Sizemore.
As you look at Sizemore's hands right there in the truck. Oh, Sizemore to pit road. With Keith Hackney. So Hackney, Sizemore, White, Morris Jr., Twitty, Osborne, and Proctor all on the pits. Your race leader right now is Brad Gebhardt. This is on lap number 67. Joey Doucette stayed out. Alan Duranko, Bobby Hall, and Chris Blanchard, your top 5.
We've seen this from Doucette especially before, where he has stayed out on the track. He's pushed his fuel. He's held it out as long as he possibly could. The last time these guys pitted was on lap 41. These guys are looking at their fuel stops right now. They're going to have at least 2 more stops before the end of this race. This stop that they're on right now, and then 1 more after that in order to finish out this race. We're nearly 70 laps into this race. Our leader, Gebhardt, has just got out his pit stop.
All right, Brad Gebhardt comes out of turn number 4, winding that truck down. So is Joey Doucette. Chris Blanchard doing the same. David Brackett taking over the race lead. There is Brian Terry at a 31. There's Ryan Sizemore. He's ahead of Keith Hackney right now. There's Hackney. There's Sizemore.
That is not what Hackney wants to see. Sizemore's been faster than Hackney the majority of this race. Hackney has led more laps, but Sizemore has been quicker. Hackney's going to have a lot of work ahead of him to try to get caught back up to Sizemore if he can do it.
Brad Gebhardt coming on track in 3rd right now. Joey Doucette right behind him. Look at Michael McClurley there. He will take over third as David Brackett, your race leader, now down pit road. Ryan Sizemore. And look at Hackney. He's closed the gap on Sizemore as the exit turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 30 laps to go here at Atlanta, BJ. What are you thinking?
I'm still thinking these guys are going to have to run one more pit stop. It's going to be extremely close if they don't. Hackney's to the inside of Sizemore right now. Sizemore giving up that lead, but we've seen it from Sizemore before. Sizemore is not pushing it right now. He's on fresh tires. He's got a full tank of fuel. He's not going to push the truck. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to save it, and he's going to try to run down Hackney later. I'm sure he's going to try not to lose sight of Hackney, though. Try to keep up with him as much as possible while still saving his tires so he doesn't have as much ground to regain on Hackney.
Well, Hackney's pulled away, BJ. Why don't you take a look at the pit stop? Did Sizemore only take 2 tires, or did he take 4? Or did Hackney take 2?
Hackney with a 14.9 second pit stop. Sizemore with a 10.4. It looks as though Sizemore only took 2 tires. Hackney took 4. Not looking like he's having any trouble with that truck on 2 tires. We saw it from Scott Fritz the last week. He did it a couple of times last week, only taking 2 tires, trying to get that win, and it nearly worked for him. Sizemore running second right now. Looks like he's on the same type of strategy that we saw last week out of Fritz in the Cup Series.
Well, you look at Sizemore. He's going into turn number 3. There is your third place, Michael McClurley there. Brad Gebhardt directly behind him with Joey Doucette. That's your top 5. Then you got Justin White, Gary Jaworski, Cody Verrill, Rod Morris Jr., and Bobby Hall, your top 10.
So we have more drivers still heading down pit road, still getting their pit cycle. Those drivers are heading down pit road right now. What they're attempting to do is the one-stop strategy from the stage break. Hackney right now still pulling away with the lead. He's up over a second lead now over Sizemore. Take a look here. He on his onboard, he's lapping the number 7 machine. That's going to be Josh Clemens, putting him another lap down. Just doing everything he's got to do right now. He's trying to stay smooth, trying to save that truck and keep it out in front. See if he's going to be looking to gain as much time as he can on Sizemore, so Sizemore doesn't get that chance later on.
As you look at his control on the steering wheel, look at the bumps. Look how much that body's moving.
A very rough track here on the old Atlanta. I can still say I cannot wait to see iRacing bring us the new configuration of Atlanta with much higher banking. It's going to make it an extremely fast track, because Atlanta's already a fast track. Look on back, there is Sizemore right now, our Stanford, Kentucky driver, heading down into turn number 3. He is sitting a second and a half behind Keith Hackney right now, still just minding his own business, staying calm, driving that truck. Brad Gebhardt from Jacksonville, Illinois, sitting back there in third. He's got Joey Doucette right there on his tail. I want to say that is Maine as well, ME. I want to say it's Maine.
And there's your 5th place driver right now, Michael McClurley in the 15 machine. It has the top 5, Justin White in the 2. From Athens, Tennessee, he's up 24 spots. But there is Sizemore. We emphasize Sizemore a lot in the last 20 to 30 laps. I mean, it's because he was on one heck of a ride. And you got to wonder, with 24 laps to go, let's do this. There's the gap between Sizemore, and Keith Hackney. 2.04.
Yeah, that gap is ever so slightly still increasing. If I'm Sizemore, I'm getting ready to get up on it and get going. But he's not showing a lot of urgency right now. He's just sitting back, he's just riding. Gebhardt is actually ever so slightly gaining on him lap after lap.
There is the 4 of Alan Duranco there, currently running 13th. He was running up front for a while. He's battling with the 0-8 of TJ Hanley. Meanwhile, there's Keith Hackney putting the 0-6 another lap down. That is Josh Abbey in his 0-6. There's Sizemore. Up ahead is Abbey. There's Brad Giphart. Joey Doucette still right behind him there. Not letting him get loose. Not, getting ahead too far ahead. Keeping him in sight. Joey Doucette wants another podium finish here at Atlanta.
Gebhardt, the last few times by him and Doucette were the fastest trucks on the track. They're still slowly but surely gaining on Sizemore and Hackney. They're going to be threats later in the race if they keep up the pace that they are going. Hackney's still out to a 2-second lead over Sizemore.
Hackney now running the upper line going into turn 3. Runs the middle. On an exit of turn number 4. Here we come. 19 laps to go for Keith Hackney. Does he have it? Does he stay out? Does he need a pit, BJ? As a driver, what are you thinking? You're the race leader.
I honestly have no idea because these drivers have been pitting right around 20 laps of fuel. It's gonna be extremely hard to say, as they were able to run right about 25 laps that last time. Hackney pitting on lap 66 after pitting on lap 41 of the stage break. It's gonna be hard to say if these drivers are gonna make it to the end of the race. They're gonna have to save their fuel, save their tires, take it nice and easy. And right now, the way Hackney and Sizemore are losing ground from Gebhardt in third place, looks like they might be on the strategy of saving, while Gebhardt and Doucette are just still roaring around this track.
I mean, if you look at it between Sizemore and Gebhardt for the last 5 laps has been quicker. As we're coming to 16 to go for Keith Hackney. Will he pick up his first win of the season here at the trucks? Gebhardt was quicker on lap 83. Michael McClooley and Joey Doucette down pit road. You got to wonder, does Keith Hackney come?
Listening to pits being called out, Brad Gebhardt is pitting this time. I have not heard anything from the 69 team or the 51 team.
Oh, Gebhardt locked it up coming down pit road there. That's going to cost him some time.
Put him very, very close, if I'm not mistaken, on his pit entry speed.
Keith Hackney continues to lead. Sizemore, White, Gary Jaworski, and Bobby Hall Jr., your top 5 as we come to the Roasters Gyms. 15 laps to go here at Atlanta.
And can definitely confirm that Roasted Gems coffee is some good stuff. I've had it now, and it is some good stuff. Keith Hackney now out to almost over a 3.5 second lead over Sizemore. Sizemore just does not look as though he's going to be gaining any ground on Hackney. These two drivers are going to have to pit, and coming down pit road now is Ryan Sizemore in the 51 machine. He is on pit road right now.
Well, you got to wonder, what's Sizemore going to do? Is he going to just take a splash, or is he going to take tires? What will he do? As meanwhile, Keith Hackney way out in front, down the back straightaway. Justin White in second, Gary Jaworski in third, Bobby Hall and David Brackett, your top 5. TJ Hanley running 6th. Here comes your race leader, Keith Hackney, down pit road.
That is going to open the door for Sizemore. Sizemore with the earlier pit stop. He does take all 4 tires. He is already getting back on track. Hackney's going to have to pull something out of the hat here. He's going to have to take 2 tires or something in order to not lose the lead to Sizemore. Sizemore already into turns number 1 and 2. Hackney just started his pit cycles, just now getting fuel and tires on that machine. This is a nail-biting moment for Hackney and Sizemore to see what they're going to do. Hackney is now rolling out of his pit stall. Justin White, who cycled into the lead, is now heading down pit road. Is going to give it to Gary Jazorski in the 18 machine. But Steve, here comes Sizemore looking to take it back.
Hackney's right there. He's coming on the back straightaway. There is Ryan Sizemore. As Hackney gets up in speed there, Gary Jazorski, your race leader right now. Bobby Hall Jr. and David Hanley, Justin White and David Brackett both down pit road. What a race is going to be for the final 11 laps here for the Bluegrass Truck Series, the Buttkicker 154. You're watching live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Make sure to give a like, give a follow. If you're watching Ultimate Dirt TV, you're watching Bluegrass, give a like and follow there. Doesn't cost you a dime. Share out this broadcast if you like it. Let me tell you guys, we got one hell of a show going on right now. As Gary Jazorski, your race leader in an 18 truck, as he is making his way down pit road.
We absolutely do have one heck of a show going on. Hackney and Sizemore soon to be cycling back around Gebhardt and Hanley. Gebhardt actually already has pit cycle, and he is out ahead of them by a considerable distance right now. He put it back on lap 84 before the leaders of Hackney and Sizemore. Those three, we're gonna Steve. I think we're gonna have one of our most exciting finishes coming to the checkered flag of this race.
Definitely. Look at Hackney going into turn number 1 with Sizemore. Now going into turn number 3 is your race leader, TJ Hanley. As we got trucks all over this track. TJ Hanley into 08, coming out of turn number 4. He will go head down pit road. There is Brad Gebhardt. Brad Gebhardt to the race lead with 9 laps to go here in Atlanta.
Gebhardt still leading the way. The gap closing very quickly between him and Hackney. He's going to be fighting for his life with just 9 laps to go as they head on the back straightaway. Hackney's taking a look to the inside now. Contact between Hackney and Gebhardt. Both drivers are able to hold on, but that's going to open the door for Sizemore. Sizemore takes second place away from Hackney.
Now look at Sizemore and Hackney. Look at there. Sizemore looking to the inside. This is what battle give it to Sizemore.
Sizemore, a man on a mission tonight. Up 33 spots, looking to take not just the stage win, but the race win. Hackney to his inside. Down the back straightaway going into turn number 3. Sizemore's been strong on the outside all night long. Here comes Hackney. He's going to slide up in front of Sizemore. Takes the lead by about a truck length through turns number 3 and 4.
Now you look coming down the dog leg. Sizemore to the outside of Hackney. Side by side, 7 laps to go. Going into turn number 1. Hackney on the bottom, Sizemore on the top. There goes Hackney. Out of turn number 2. They make contact. Sizemore into the wall.
Sizemore getting a piece of Hackney's right rear corner, putting him up into the wall. That's going to open the door. Hackney's got a nice sizable lead on Sizemore now, a second and a half over him. Sizemore's going to have a lot of work and damage on that truck to try to gain on Hackney now. Hackney's now looking like it's going to be his race.
As we just saw, coming down the front straightaway, the damage on the right-hand side there of Sizemore. There's Michael McCluley in third, but Keith Hackney way out in front.
Both of these drivers pushing their trucks to the absolute limit unfortunate break for Sizemore. He's got 4 laps to do it. He's going to have to push that machine. No, yes, it is 5 laps to do it. He's going to have to push that machine to its limits once again, as he now has damage on a Hackney going around lap traffic, putting more drivers and more drivers down laps here in the final 5 laps of this race as he goes down to turn number 3 and 4. Steve, he's got this race in the bag right now.
He does, with coming to 4 laps to go here at Atlanta. As you look at the time variance down there, Sizemore with that damage, definitely slower than Hackney now. You got to wonder, if contact wasn't made, would this been a dogfight to the end? We won't know this night. It might continue next week.
It definitely might. What a run those two were having. I don't think anybody could be said they're at fault for that one. Just absolute dogfight for the final stages of the race going on. Just some misfortune happening for Sizemore. Sizemore currently sitting in position where he might be under attack from Justin White. Justin White's been silent all race long on that number 2 machine. He's sitting in 3rd right now, Steve, up 27 positions.
He is. He's been quiet most of the night. As we're coming to 2 laps to go, as Hackney comes off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway through the dog leg. 2 laps to go for Keith Hackney in the 69 truck. Sizemore still in 2nd there, with heavy damage on the right hand. There is Justin White. We look at the time variance. Lap times. White has been quicker every lap since lap 94 there.
Hackney with no pressure on him whatsoever. He could actually lay back and relax now for the last lap. White flag in the air right now for Keith Hackney. He can relax the last lap of this race as he's got it on Sizemore by nearly 5 seconds. White should be right up behind Sizemore right now.
Definitely.
We got a car going around and out of turn number 2.
Turn number 2, but the caution will not come out. We're coming to the checkered. Out of turn number 4 for the final time. Keith Hackney brings it home in victory lane tonight at Atlanta. There's Ryan Sizemore coming home in 2nd. Justin White, Michael McCluley, Joey Dissett, your top 5.
What an incredible race, Steve. Action-packed, caution-free from the stage on, and I believe it was only 2 cautions in the first stage. Steve, your pick brought it home for the win.
He did. He definitely got it home. Now, you got to wonder, Keith Hackney loves his TikTok. I wonder if he's done TikTok in a while. You got to wonder if he's going to do a TikTok tonight.
Well, he's probably pretty happy. I'd say there's a pretty good chance he's going to.
Team No Love, truck number 69, Keith Hackney, the 69K machine. Let's go ahead and take a look at your race results. Hackney, Sizemore, White, McCluley, Dissett, your top 5. Then you got Hall, Zazorski, Brackett, Wingen, Morris, your top 10. Then you have Logan Smith, Travis Twitty, Ed Osborne, Daniel Worthington, and Cody Verrill, your top 15. Alan DeRocco will come home 16th. TJ Hanley 17th. 18th is Adam Newbert. Then, let's see here. 19th will be Alex Healy. David Proctor bringing home 20th. Chris Blanchard 21st. Kyle Harbed in 22nd. Brian Terry 23rd. Brad Giphart 24th. Josh Clemens, Josh Abbey, Steven Choate, and Josh Lockwood comes home 28th tonight. 29th be Robbie Richards, Jason Bridges, Bobby Madashevsky in 31st. Brett Nelson's Tony Stevens, Dustin Sluter, and CJ Mason and Nathan Mashcroft round out your field. And you know, BJ. If this didn't excite you at home watching, I don't know what will.
Absolutely, that's got to be one of the most exciting asphalt races I've ever gotten to call. That was awesome.
That definitely was. So let's go ahead and let's see here. Well, I don't see. Oh, we do. All right, Justin White, congratulations on your third place finish there. Tell us about it.
Hey boys, hey, sorry. Hey, going to say. Hey, sorry. What's your question again? My bad. I got people in the background.
I said, well, you brought it home to the podium finish. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I got a couple of friends here from Michigan who decided to visit, childhood buddies, and they were. He was encouraging me to keep on going because he seen me moving up the ladder, and I figured, why not? I love Atlanta. It's one of my favorite tracks, especially this old surface, especially on tire wear. It is extremely non-forgiving if you get after it pretty hard and you'll burn the tires off. So got down to the end, and I figured if I don't take two here and give it a chance, roll the dice, we're going to finish P4. So you got to do what the leaders aren't doing.
Definitely, but then you got to wonder, if you took 4 tires, would you have been able to pass Ryan Sizemore for second since he got damaged?
Possibly. He was a good 5 seconds ahead. I do not think I could have caught him. I would have pushed it probably a little too hard and probably spun it out, to be honest with you. On 2 tires, I knew to take it easy, but still push it.
Well, go ahead and thank those fine sponsors for making it all possible for you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys putting the broadcast. You guys putting the broadcast on. You guys do an awesome job, and I appreciate the admins of this league for putting it on. Appreciate my fellow teammates. Appreciate Nate Marrow. I know I told him that I didn't need him to spot today because I'd have somebody in the background already, and he took a little offense to it. So sorry, Nate. Forgive me. Shout out to Grinds for getting me off tobacco, and anybody else that's part of this league.
All righty, that is Justin White coming home in third place tonight in the Simbox Motorsports. BJ, I believe you caught up with our second place finisher, Ryan Sizemore.
I have Sizemore. We talked to you earlier tonight at the stage break. You won the stage. You brought it home in second for the race. How much does this mean to you?
Man, mixed emotions, to be honest with you. Hats off to my crew, the Winsmith Racing, Winsmith, Taylor's Tins. We had a fast truck, and strategy was playing into our hand. I just really don't know what to say, man. I mean, it was set up for us to race it out at the end, and I don't know. They just ran us up in the fence, and it killed any chance we had right there. We had the race winning truck though. We were going to the front. Just sucks, man.
It definitely does, but you still brought it home for a podium. Still good points night for that number 51 machine. You put on one heck of a show for everybody watching here tonight. You know, I feel like I already asked you all the questions there at the stage win. So I don't really know what to even ask you. So congratulations again on your win. Go ahead and thank your sponsors.
Sure. First and foremost, Trey Whitehead, crew chief, made all the right calls tonight. Got us in the positions we needed. Spotter Noah Owens, he's always watching my back. Again, Taylor's Tins, Winsmith Racing, Blues Race Designs, 547 Outfitters, Shirt Garage, Van Hook Law Firm, my friends and family that support me doing this. It's rough, it stings, but good point today. We'll move on and try to get them next time.
All righty. Well, congratulations again on your second place finish. And I believe Steve has caught up with our winner.
That's right. Mr. TikTok. How are you doing, sir?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, nothing much. Good to see you. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, I know. It's been a minute.
It has. So are you going to make a TikTok tonight since you won?
I might wait a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, describe to us what happened there towards the end between you and Ryan Sizemore. Everybody wants to know what really happened in there.
Well, I think it was maybe a lap and a half before obviously we done met our rounds of pit stops, and I was running up on the leader. I don't even know who it was, and I don't know what he was doing. I dove down underneath him, and it's like he basically, I don't know. I don't know if he knew I was there or if he didn't. Took me down to the apron, and I think it messed my truck up, honestly, because it wasn't handling right after that. And then that allowed Ryan to catch up, and then us racing hard right there. And I mean, I don't really think that, me personally, I know he was fast. I don't know if he had the winning truck, but he was damn sure, there. I mean, for sure. But my strategy worked out good too. And I mean, I basically dominated this whole race. It was my race to lose, and I believe if me and that truck didn't get together, I don't believe he would have been close to me. Just the fact that, I mean, I was on fresh tires right there at the end, and I was pulling away every lap, and then when we was racing right there going into one, there again, it's hard racing. I don't race like that, and I tried to apologize to him beforehand. It sucks because I've been on that end many times. Obviously, I've been on that end every single race this season, and that's the reason why I haven't been able to have my cards, fall right or whatnot, because I've been fast. I've been up front every single race, and just kudos to him. Hell, he drove a hell of a race, and there again, I don't want to win him like that if I'm going to win him. So, maybe me and him can talk about this later and move forward, and I am damn sure looking forward to going to Bristol next week.
Well, short track action. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Keith Hackney, I've known you for a very long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Excitement, really. I mean, you can put on one hell of a show if you want to. And Bristol is not going to let us down, that's for sure. You've been quick all season long. Just mishaps have happened along the way. And, hey, you got some valuable points tonight.
Yeah, and and there again with the whole playoff system, I wasn't banking on winning here. Granted, this is a very strong track for me. The last, I think, 3 league races I've ran here with other leagues, I've walked away with a win. I mean, basically, if you want to call it my hometown track, you can. I mean, hell, it ain't but about an hour from me. So I love this track. I've did a lot here, so I knew I was going to be strong. But like I said, next week Bristol Dirt is a game changer. And I'm just a dirt driver, just coming over here trying to do things, and it's really showing. So just try to keep the momentum up and see what we can do at the end of the season. And now, since I got that win, we in the playoffs, so I don't have to worry about that now.
Definitely. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you, sir.
Man, I gotta just thank Elite Performance, man. They're amazing people. I'll be able to set us for street stock side on the dirt stuff, and just hats off to Tyler and everybody over there, just hands down. My actual team, TNL, Team No Love, just Jamie, Charles, Lane, just everybody that puts in work week in and week out. NH Lens, we got this new photo thing coming up, so if anybody out there needs some photos of their ride on here, I got you. Custom cabinets by Keith. Dominator designs on this beautiful truck. I switched it up from pink to teal this week. Had to change it up and probably do it again next week for the dirt race. Just hands down, man. Just this league is very competitive, and I've never raced anything like it. And hopefully we can just all grow from this and continue to battle it out to the end. Then for putting this on, y'all for broadcasting this, and I definitely got to give a shout out to my old lady in Kansas. I'll see you in a couple days, baby.
All right, Keith Hackney coming home with the win here in Atlanta with the Buttkicker 154. Congratulations, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, BJ, what a hell of a race we got to see tonight. Action-packed. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. Got to give, tip your hats to these drivers. They put on the show.
Absolutely, they did. Hey, Steve, guess what?
What?
We got 2 more of them.
We do. So stay tuned tomorrow night, the same time, the same place. It's the Bluegrass Xfinity Series here in Atlanta. Well, BJ, Duval, and myself, Steve McMillan, we're going to say good night and God bless. We'll see you here tomorrow night.